campaign and also a community engagement in the Western region in Ghana. On Wednesday, we had a webinar. Most of you were able to join. And then yesterday we had an art competition in a school in Winneba. It was very fun. Uh, as we go on, maybe later, I'll share some of the pictures and some of the designs from the kids, the amazing designs from the kids with everyone here. Yes, welcome once again, and we are glad to have you here on the call. So again, to know who is on the call, to know where you are joining in from, kindly type in your name and then where you are joining from. And you could also add your expectations or anything you have to say as well in the comment section. I will do well to read a few of the messages that come in. So your name, where you are joining in from, and then if you have any expectations, you can share in the comment section as well. Yeah, so your name, where you are joining in from, and then if you have any expectations. I'm ready. I'm waiting to read a few. Not seeing any. There's no one here. Okay. I think I'll have to mention random names because no one is volunteering. So maybe I have to call one. I can see John Selassie. John, can you tell can you tell us where you are joining in from?
My name is John Selassie, and I'm joining from Ghana, University of Ghana. Thank you.
Please, mine is in the chat.
Thank you, John. So in the comment section, and we have for my Monday, we had a community engagement on Tuesday, and also the continued social media engagement on that Tuesday. On Wednesday, we did a webinar, which was the training Daniela Freggi, who we are privileged to have joining us today for today's engagement. We also had on Thursday, which was yesterday, we had an engagement at the Winneba, the family care schools, where we engaged some kids in the arts competition. It was they have wonderful drawings, wonderful presentations. Hopefully, by the end, before we join or we end this section, we'll show some of the artwork by the kids and some of the prizes they won. Yeah. So without wasting my time, today's engagement, we want to talk about the C30. Ghana hosted the International C30 Symposium just this past March, which was very historic for the African continent. This was the first time since the 43rd section, or the 43rd time it was being hosted, where this symposium found its way to the continent of Africa. And for Ghana, it was a very great milestone for the country as well. So want to build on that momentum, on that impact, whatever has been left on the an egg has been laid or has been nested within the continent of Africa, we have to make sure that we prepare grounds for it, and then when it hatches, it doesn't face any challenges, or is able to go back and then come back safely. So that we also have our Ariba have a larger group of people joining us in another section on an African continent in a few years to come. So with that in mind, today's section is just to help us sustain the momentum beyond just the symposium. The symposium brought a lot of people. We had a lot of connections that were built. How can we build on that? How can we sustain this effort or this collaboration that has been started in Ghana? To help us with that, we are supposed to have two speakers, Manjula and then Daniela Freggi. Unfortunately, Manjula will not be able to join the section, but Daniela Freggi would do a wonderful work. Most of us that joined on Wednesday saw the wonderful presentation. She took us through how to handle sea turtles in terms of rehabilitation and conditions. So today she'll be speaking to us on how we can sustain our momentum. For those of us who don't know, the Lampedusa sea turtle rescue center, 8 years of experience and has delivered and has dedicated her career to the rescue, rehabilitation, and medical care of sea turtles. That's 200 cases. Those are degree from biology, a master's in conservation, she's currently pursuing animal health and zoology. Daniela has worked internationally and leadership. Through leadership, the association, through leadership of character, the 30 rescue team, she champions is an innovative, positive, and then compassionate approach to see that conservation and continues to inspire professionals and volunteers. Is going to call over to you. And thank you for joining us today as well. So it seems Daniela is having some technical issues from her end. So as we wait for Daniela, I'll read some of the comments that have come in so far. So we have Nicholas Etibong from NIOMR. We have Dr. Gifty Laila Akita from the University of Ghana. She said she should gain depth knowledge on sea turtle conservation. We also have Dr. Inisa Samba from the University of Ghana. We also have, so someone is asking if all the list of attendees so that we can be in contact in the community. Yes, that will be created and then a link will be shared with us via email later early next week, so that we could all come together on the different platforms to share ideas, to share opportunities, and also discussions related to sea turtles. if you have any expectations or something you can share, or any works you've done within the week to also celebrate C30 week and doing whenever family care schools to have the art engagement with the kids. They were very during the Miss Jana feed house, taking them through the sea turtles, their biology, the basic biology of sea turtles, the threats they face, and see the way they're able to teach the young people to champion the conservational efforts. They're able to champion the conservational efforts. And some also did wonderful art and see their imaginations, and the aspects were beautiful. So it was very, to me, it was very fun and then interesting seeing them all together, coming together, drawing fun, asking questions about CTET, so looking at what they can also do to help promote the needs to do it. If the kids are even this eager, I believe that we as well, as adults or as individuals that have dedicated our time to also conserve this setting, there's a lot of things we can do. There's a lot of audience, there's a lot of groups of people that we are supposed to reach. Our messages have to reach all these individuals. Even do that. So I'd like to open the floor. If you have anything to say, whatever you are doing related to sea turtles, where your project is based, what you do, we can share on the platform. Maybe someone here would like to connect with you, like to engage with you, would like to know about what you are doing. So you can raise your hand. I'll mention it with the platform to tell us your name, what's your project, where your project is at, what you are doing, and the kind of engagement you are having. Yeah, so if you are what do you call, you have any active projects on sea turtles, you are doing any works related to sea turtles, or even if you have any experience, you share an experience, maybe you went to the beach one time, so a sea turtle, how is the feeling? I want to hear from some first. So let's share some of our experiences. If you've not seen a sea turtle before, so what do you think would be your first impression? Should you meet a sea turtle next on a beach one of these days? What would be the passion? So I can see Daniela is back. She's trying to tap the system. You can give her a few minutes to finally settle in and then call on her. Let's play a little game. In the comment section, type anything that comes to mind when you hear sea turtles or when you hear about marine ecosystem. What comes to mind? Any word at all, anything that comes to mind. Okay, Daniela, we are ready for you. So if you are ready for us, I think you can present it.
Good morning. Thank you so much for your patience. Unfortunately, my connection is not very good. I tried in another place. I hope that it will work better. I thank you all of you for this wonderful opportunity. In reality, I will miss a lot Manjula Tiwari, that is the real heart of our ISTS family, but I will try to do my best to represent also her point of view. And I hope that this meeting will be an open flow discussion among all the participants in order to profit of this wonderful opportunity to make considerations and ideas about a unique event that happened this year. The ISTS Symposium was held for the first time in Africa and was in your country. It was in Ghana. It had been a great opportunity. So my first idea was to share with you some considerations, what meant for me to come in your country and to see such a wonderful ability and skills in organizing and welcoming people coming from quite 60 countries around the world, from 6 different continents, and let them to feel exactly at home. This was great. And I would like also to see if it's possible for you to consider what means to be part of international theater society community. Because for me it was to find a family where to share my experience, my interest, my passion, but also to learn really, really a lot. I would like also to discover, thanks to you, what happens after a symposium, what happened in Ghana after this wonderful symposium. And if you will be able to find just a word that can represent your experience, your feeling on this great experience. So I would like to see if someone of you would like to have the word and to use a word that brings in this wonderful experience that we shared together in March. Anyone want to take a moment to consider a word that could represent something? For me was, for example, was unity. It was also in the logo, and it represented absolutely what means the effort that we are trying to do. So yes, someone told the collaboration, and this was great. We could experience altogether what means to cooperate and to go through the difficulties and the different point of view and the different traits that sometimes our passion make her to experience. And so many wonderful words. I see green action, different voices. This represent very well the soul of this wonderful meeting. A sense of family with a common passion. Absolutely, yes. It's for this, it is 25 years that I'm part of this wonderful family. And I think that it brings up us the energy that sometimes we need to go through our passion. I would like also to understand a little bit better what represented for you that finally, after many years of dreaming, this symposium was in your continent, and especially in your country, where now you are celebrating the Siddhartha Week. What this represented for all of you, that a country, Ghana, known for his welcoming heart, could be the home of the first African symposium. For me, it was a great opportunity. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. A great fulfillment. A great moment where to find other people working on Siddhartha conservation, but also to show to the world how much work there is in such an important continent where sea turtles are at home, and how many steps in the conservation in just a few decades are achieved in Africa, and how much we can collaborate all together to improve these skills and this knowledge that comes from the direct experience. So it was absolutely a wonderful opportunity for everybody to hear the Africa's voice, to be listened in all around the world. And it was an opportunity to show how much science, how much involvement there is in a continent that sometimes, and in a country especially, that sometimes has to fight to find in a domain that is still considered not on the top of our governments. So, in my opinion, it was also a way to show to the legislator how much is important to consider what we are doing with so much passion, something of useful, something that can change the world and make possible to make a better world, but also to develop different skills, different financial opportunity, because behind the conservation there is always the economical development of many countries. So it was an opportunity to show how Ghana and Africa can drive the Siddhartha conservation and become the continent that can host skills, experiences, but also economy based on the development of the Siddhartha conservation. And it was also a moment, as is in many different, in all of the symposia, an opportunity to the new generation of scientists to share their involvement, their results, their work. So during the 5 days that we spent together, we can share not only the spirit of community, but also the knowledge to improve our knowledge about different aspects of Siddhartha conservation, to develop a further collaboration, and to make a bigger impact. So it's not only a conference, but it's really an event that make a difference in the life of everybody. I also would like to have your opinion in, for example, what means to organize such a huge event. It requires 1 year of work for the president and his team to hold a meeting that for a week will involve so many people coming from so many different countries with so many different point of view, so many different research, field research, with so many different experience. Some are scientists, some are students, some are just passionate people, and how much it can be really an experience of great organization in which Ghana could represent absolutely a wonderful opportunity. Anyone would like to add some words to these concepts? No one is taking the word. I think that it was a great experience also to show how also a young team can handle such a great event. Andy and his team showed to the world that Ghana has the experience to develop the interest around the protection of an animal that is considered important for the health of our oceans, that are a source of food, economies, and tourism. So how to take care of just one species can help the good health of a source of life. I think that this event, as in many other parts of the world, were really important also to bring inspiration and to see in the future some other countries also with not always a great experience or a great economical resources could face the organization of such an event. I would like also here to show how much joy is to share the common passion, and how much the International Sea Turtle Society can bring people from different genders, age, experience, skills, social level, countries, continents, just to enjoy the fact to do something together. And it will be great to make a list of all the opportunity that the International Sea Turtle Symposia gave to the younger generation to become known, to develop their personal projects, to develop their skills, and to enter in a world that is a big family without customs, exactly like sea turtles that live in the sea, that is part of everybody. Someone would like to add some consideration to see? Are you still? Yes. Can you hear me? Ok, grazie Marcello, sei il mio salvatore. So no one would like to take a voice in this webinar and to to share with the others what have meant the experience the past March in the symposium. Or do you have any questions that you would like to give it to everybody? Go, Andy.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. And Daniela, thank you once again for having this session with us. I am hoping that it will be more interactive than it is now. Marcelo, it's very nice to meet you again and see you. We met, I think, was it last 2 months or so? We had nice drinks in Ghana, and it was all possible because we met at the symposium. So when we talk about collaboration, Marcelo and I are a very good example of collaboration. And just I think early this week, Marcelo's team and we joined together to conduct some trainings and also share ideas about sea turtle conservation and the possibility of having a Western region caucus focused on just sea turtles. So for me, these are some of the great benefits that the symposium has brought. Otherwise, I wouldn't have met Marcelo, and he wouldn't have bought me a drink last month or two in Ghana. And anytime he's in Ghana, I'm sure that he's always eager to meet and then to discuss. One thing I want to also mention is just maybe give us a bit statistics. I have been the chair for the African regional meeting for many years now, together with Manjula, Jacques Frete, and Angela Formaya. And I've realized that one key thing, and Betty and Jana were also present in Thailand, so they realized that the African meeting in the symposium is really not attended by Africans. Most of the times it is just a few Africans, sometimes as low as 3 that are present at these meetings. But for the first time in the history of ISTS, we had a lot of Africans attending the African regional meeting. For this year alone, we have over 90 participants, around 111 participants attended this meeting, which was the first time ever that we have this great attendance from over 24 countries were present in the African regional meeting. And I thought it's something that we should be proud of, that in 43 years, for the first time, we've been able to also host the ISTS Symposium in Africa. So for me, I call it the Africa Symposium because it brought together a lot of people. Through that, I've been able to also make contact outside Ghana, and already we are working with some students from other African countries on different projects. So I think this is a good opportunity, and then I hope that there are more collaborations that others also benefited from. I know Akwesi is not on this platform. He's in France now, but also we have another collaboration that is coming or bringing tagging, satellite tagging to the Western region of Ghana. And so these are some of the collaborations and benefits that personally I feel I should share with members here. Thank you, Patrick and Daniela.
Thank you, my dear Andy, because you put the accent in the very important achievement of the past symposium, that was to bring the voice of Africa all together. So an opportunity to learn from Africa and to share with and from Africa. So absolutely, your words, as always, were absolutely focalizing the great results that the past symposium had. Always the symposia, in my opinion, are such an emotional and absolutely scientific great results. But this year it was really special, and everybody could feel during the Ratios Week that we shared together how much it was specific and particular and just unique. Someone would add some considerations that could help us to better highlight what had represented and which steps could be now in front of such a unique event.
Posso parlare? Okay. So this is Marcello from Oca Projects. We are a small NGO. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. This is Marcello from Oca Project. We are a small NGO. We started in Italy 15 years ago, 20 years ago, but the main goal was to do something with the communities in Ghana. And when I came in 2010, first time in Ghana, I've been in the western region, very close to Nzurezu. I think if you are Ghanaian, you know it, you know this place. So we are in Benin, and apart the plastic waste, the problem was with the turtles. So we made we start to make something, but we didn't have the knowledge to start because we are not marine biologists. We are only people that want to do something for Ghana. So 4 years ago, we started a project, and we didn't know let's say anything about turtles. So we asked to other people, and I didn't know that in Ghana other people were working in turtle conservation. When I took part of the symposium, I met a lot of people. So for sure, Dr. Andy and Daniela and other people, but I didn't know that other people were involved in turtle conservation because most of the time when I'm traveling in Ghana, I see that people is eating eggs, turtle meat, and they don't care about it because it's a kind of let's say tradition or something normal to don't care about the turtles, but the turtles are really important for the fisherman communities along the coast. So when I took part of the symposium, for me it's been a very good opportunity because I met different people that were fighting, working for turtles, and then for the first time I think I didn't feel alone in this kind of action, let's say action. So if this my first time in IST has been my first time in IST conference, ISTS conference, and for me, I think I will take part in another one, maybe not next year, the other one. But we are developing a lot of bonds and relationship with other people that is really important because it's not something that you can do alone. And if you find other partners, other people working, or maybe someone that can share knowledge like Dr. Andy and Daniela, it's a really good opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marcello. Yes, you put it the accent in something of beauty. The collaboration from different fields, different countries, different people, and that makes sense to the effort of everybody. And finally, the final result is to live in a better world. So to improve not only the turtle conservation, but also the quality of life for everybody. And this is one of the lines that move everybody. Now that we experienced such a powerful event, it will be also important to maintain and to develop the opportunities that this wonderful event made. And is, of course, a partnership is building a regional point, focal point where people can develop their own ability or interest in conservation, and can learn how to join forces and energy together, collaborating. And is also an opportunity to better understand how to move in the direction of a collaboration with, for example, legislators or institutions or governments in order to plan better strategies that can develop not only the sea turtle conservation, but also the opportunity for the next generation of scientists to develop different research fields. Any comments from the group of participating? As so nice, Marcello told, it will be great to have some Ghanaian voices or African voices to bring to a platform to attendees their opinion. How many of you have participated directly to wonderful days in Ghana, in Accra? How many of you?
I would share a bit of an experience. I think the Freedom was my first symposium I attended. I was a volunteer for the section. It was a really great privilege for me, opportunity for me. We always talk about sea turtles in Ghana with a few volunteering opportunities and working with the biologist organization here in Ghana. But at the conference or at the symposium, I was able to meet different people from different backgrounds doing different types of work in regards to sea turtles, some NGOs, some research firms, some directly with the turtles, some developing games, videos, animations, or the efforts to promote the conservation of sea turtles. So I really got the inspiration or a lot of ideas that could be implemented here in Ghana. And also able to work with key industry players or frontliners when it came to sea turtle conservation. But I think to me personally it was an inspiring platform for me, and also it told me that there was more work to be done, and then there is more I could do to help conserve sea turtles. So that would be my contribution. Let's come on to.
There were some hands on. Jacqueline.
Yes, hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Mbawini. I'm with Arusha, Ghana, a conservation organization based in Ghana. And I participated in the symposium and have also been part of Ghana's national organization for sea turtle conservation projects as well as awareness. Participating in the symposium was very exciting for me because it gave me a different perspective of how we can interface knowledge with art to be able to tell the story better. And the different research results that people shared was also very insightful and gave me the opportunity to learn what other people are doing, especially with the students' projects. And that was very inspiring for me. moving forward, I think that it's also given me the opportunity to come up with other ideas, to be able to work with other people who are not in mainstream conservation, but whose work can move sectors of conservation forward. For instance, organizations that work in plastic recycle management. I realize that there's a lot that we can do together as conservationists and also as private sector. So we've tried to establish more contact with these organizations and to see how we can collaborate better. So thank you for the opportunity. And this week has also been great. Thank you for all of the learning, WHRO and all the organizers.
Thank you so much, Jacqueline, for underlining how much is important to have the opportunity to understand that our difficulties are also in other groups, and that collaborating together, we can try to find another way to go through. And this is one of the things that make for me so important to be member of the International Sea Turtle Society, that has this global view of conservation, englobing everybody, letting everybody to feel at home, despite the region from where do you come, the experience that you develop. And it is a unique place where a great expert, a global expert of some topic, can just smile and talk friendly with a passionate person, like it was Marcello, that never had in his mind the idea to protect turtles, or a young student that think that is he doesn't know so many things. So it's a unique place where everybody is welcomed and can learn by each other, side by side. It gives me the impression that we are building a different society, a global society, where everybody is at home, and we're joining our energy and our ideas, our willing, we can make a difference. So a place where everybody can feel to be useful for the new generation that will have this world such in difficult ways. There were probably many other people that would like to share their experience or their desires or their doubts.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel Kwesibuchi, working for the Environmental Justice Foundation, Ghana. And I happen to be a participant at the 43rd ISTS in Accra. It was a wonderful experience for me, since it was my first time participating in such a symposium. And there were a lot of success stories. I met wonderful people, I mean, very friendly, and I can share a lot. But one thing that I really want to share with participants on this webinar was the collaboration, because every participant shared his or her side of her conservation effort, and I happen to meet my wonderful people from the Seashore Environmental and Fauna from Spain. They were happy to follow me to my community in Gomuafete, and they were happy to witness a bycatch that we work on and release successfully. And months later, we recorded a green turtle bycatch with a severe fibropapillomatosis tumor. And I happened to share it with Dr. Andrew Sejokumahini, and he gave me the opportunity to share on the platform. To seek the world attention about how we can handle the situation. Thank God, God being so good, I was able to be read by the Seashore Environmental and Fauna team from Spain. And also a big thank to Dr. S. Asuma from the Ghana Wildlife Division. I mean, they gave me directions on how we can rehabilitate the turtle, take good care of it before we release the turtle back to sea. It was, I mean, a wonderful experience because we are handicapped. We don't have the technical expertise and also equipment in taking care of turtles with, I mean, such severe tumors. But through the symposium and the amazing and wonderful team, we were able to relieve, I mean, the turtles successfully. And in my case in Gomwafete, we've been experiencing a lot of FP, fibropapillomatosis cases here. And I think, I mean, with what we've learned from the ISTS and also, I mean, the team from Seashore Environmental and FUNA, they are giving us daily guidelines on how to go about this. I think, I mean, we can go the next level in terms of our conservation effort. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Your words were really special, and yes, you put it the point of how much we can improve and how much we can go faster if we go together and share experiences like rehabilitation that needs, of course, to have instruments, to have facilities, to have equipment. But the fact to meet and to have the opportunity to ask for help is one of the great opportunity that the symposia can give us to learn how to be to be able to ask for help to everybody. And this is one of the great gifts that, in my opinion, symposia of the International Street Art Society offered and offer to us. The opportunity to know where to ask for help in any domain, especially in some domains so specific like is rehabilitation and medicine, and don't feel any more alone. This will help also us to focus better the steps that we need in order to develop a particular field, like it could be for rehabilitation. So to understand how to move without losing energy in wrong directions. And this is helpful for the work on beaches, for the work in the lab, for the work in a facility. So it's absolutely important to know that we can count each other. And this is one of the biggest gifts, in my opinion, that the International Street Art Society Symposia offered us. And it's for this that also if I can't go to a symposium, I'm always trying to be a member, because the biggest benefit for me is to share with the others. And also if I will be not able to go in person, I know that I can ask and receive feedback from who had the opportunity to go. So it's not only to go to symposia, but it's to be part of a community that work together. Any other would like to share their opinion or their experience or their point of view on the symposium, on the society, on the future steps to bring in Africa or in Ghana? May I ask a specific and personal question, for example, to Patrick? Patrick, so young, you were so great in organizing and putting everybody welcome in your country. How was, for your professional point of view, this? some of
Hello, everyone.
I think we are having network issues. Patrick, do we still have Daniela?
She have to log out, I'm sure. She's nowhere in a meeting.
Let's hold on for a while. I'm sure she'll come right back.
Okay.
here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so much for your patience. I'm so sorry for my bad connection. Where I let you, where I stopped to be shared with you.
Daniela, you were asking Patrick to explain something about his experience during the symposium, but I think we lost last 2 minutes of your talk.
Yes, thank you so much, Marcello. I would like to see how could this experience of a young researcher in organizing people coming from different parts of the world, how much could learn or change your professional career. No one want to talk?
Yeah, hello.
Hello?
Yeah. My name is John Salasi from University of Ghana. And I feel privileged to be part of the volunteer group and also working with Dr. Andy. During the symposium, I was actually assigned to be part of the IT and the presentation organization. And from that, I gained valuable insight from the different sessions that all the speakers came to talk about and from different backgrounds and countries. And I also extend my gratitude to Daniela for the guidance and in the necropsy that I've actually learned a lot. And also, thanks to the BHRO and various partners, University of Ghana and the rest, for helping us to make this symposium a success. And I would like this symposium to continue, and we should admit more youth so they can learn for the future, because you have the potentials to be able to do a lot of things. So, and the experience from the symposium has actually given me skills to work under pressure a lot. And I can say it's actually preparing us for the future, that you can solve any problem in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for your patience with my bad connection. Yes, I think that we used some key words that could give us the weight of this event can have in not only in our personal life, but also from a national point of view, and on the skills not only of the individuals, but also on the skills that the different stakeholders can have. Do you have any idea how we can improve and the further steps that can be done after such a unique event? Do you think, for example, that from the legislative point of view, it will be easier to move governments and legislators to support sitarter conservation in some useful ways? Not easy question.
Thank you so much, Daniela. I think that we've exhausted most of the questions now, and then people have cleared their minds. They know what to expect, where to go, and also even who to network with going forward. I'm sure even after a year, we'll have a lot of conversations going around how Africa and then Ghana can position itself and then start taking some of these opportunities on. So I'm very grateful, and we thank you so much for spending 2 consecutive days, 2 different days, the Wednesday and also today with us, giving us insights into different things, how it's seated rehabilitation, and also today we have the on how to capitalize on the opportunities posted conference. So we are really grateful to you. I'm sure definitely will keep coming, knocking on your doors. As open to us, I'm sure you open to everyone. So we are very grateful for your time and also the opportunity to learn from you as a team. Yes, so thank you so much. I thank everyone here for joining. Even though the session is the Ghana Week Symposium, Ghana C30 Week is still ongoing. Today is the C30 day. Later in the day, we'll have a press release go out talking about C30. We don't want it to end here. It doesn't have to end with us here on the call or even when we go to our rooms. The education should go, the awareness should go out. We should build partnership, talk to others, put something on your social media, share a thought on C30 with a friend. Let people hear about the C30, let them know about the noise, let them know what is going on, the efforts we are making as youth or as groups in Ghana to promote the conservation of sea turtles. So please post on your social media, take screenshots, post them, type a message, type anything, tag WHRO, tag ISTS, tag anybody at all on this point. Let our voices be heard. Let the voices of the sea turtles also be heard by others. People don't know about it. I remember about 3 years ago, I was online on Twitter, and then I just saw someone make a post that he went to a community, I think one of the coastal communities in Ghana, and then he was served sea turtle, and then he enjoyed it. And I just reached out to the person, trying to inquire about the location to get some details from him. But I think I was at that stage, I was still learning. So I went ahead. The person worked for a big organization where I thought that if any other potential partner saw such a message on his platform, he could be fired from it. So I DM'd him and told him that sea turtles are protected and then eating them is illegal and could be arrested. So he quickly deleted the post and then he stopped replying. He didn't reply to any of my messages after. I was just trying to get in touch with him to kind of find out the community where he was served so that we could go there and do an awareness session. I read that severally, but I didn't reply. It tells me that people don't even know about the protection for sea turtles. Some of them just see their nice pictures, they see them on videos, and they don't care if they are protected or their impact. I don't even know what purpose or what value they bring to us. So it's up to us here. We have been educated, so let's do our best to go out there, give back to the community, and let people know that these are creatures that need protected. They are very great value to us. So once again, thank everyone. I think at this point, maybe we can turn on our cameras and then we'll have a group photo. We turn on our cameras and then take a group photo. Yeah. Please, if you're not turn on your camera yet, kindly turn on your cameras. Yes. Take screenshots of the process and thank you also for joining having you. I've met
Patrick, is everyone showing? Is everyone showing?
yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Grateful. Like all resources that were used during this will be made available to us. Hopefully by next week Monday, the team will put all the documentations together, all the materials together, the links to some of the resources that mentioned available to the team and everyone. Also, probably sharing to everyone that we will also keep continuing the conversation. And it will be open an email trend where we could also share some inquiries or some complaints via email and also let experts within the space also address some of them should they come across it and provide technical advice on them. Thank you all. We are grateful to have you here. The conversation still continues. Let's keep making the noise on our social media platforms. Yes. Yes, bye for now. See you all same time next year. Bye.
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 Bye.